It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A Windale man has pleaded guilty to manslaughter following a fatal stabbing 2 years ago. The Herald reports a murder charge was withdrawn and dismissed against Michael Baker, who will now face sentencing. The 41-year-old stabbed Daniel Collett during an altercation at his home in Butler Close in 2013. Pressure is mounting on the planning minister to intervene over moves to increase the number of trucks travelling along the busy Nelson Bay Road at Williamtown. Macca's Sands wants to increase the number of truck movements out of its mine by 200% an hour, with the development proposal coming off public exhibition this week. Shadow Roads Minister Jody McKay says residents fear for their safety and the proposal should be refused.
The minister does have the ability to actually step in, and I'd certainly call on him to do that.
Sandgate trucking company Crawford's Freight Lines has met with union officials over workplace safety concerns. They carried out an inspection of the site with representatives from the Transport Workers Union following a string of recent incidents at the site, including 2 fatalities. The company says it was able to demonstrate its ongoing commitment to strict workplace safety procedures. Cessnock Council has written a submission to a Senate inquiry urging the federal government to better utilise existing infrastructure such as the Hunter Expressway in any future plans. The submission highlights the area's population growth over the past 5 years, which is the highest in the Hunter. Council's Economic Development Manager Jane Holdsworth says Cessnock can take a stronger role in the national economy.
We believe that they should be looking strategically at those regional capitals that are close enough to Sydney, close enough to ports and those bigger infrastructure, that we could set up some strategic economic projects that will promote jobs, promote growth and spread further outside of these capital cities.
Hunter Valley winemakers are being put to the test this week at the annual Hunter Valley Wine Show. Judges from across the country will be on hand to judge the wines, with almost 70 Hunter winemakers in the running for awards. Vice President of the Hunter Valley Wine and Tourism Association, Andrew Margan, says the event has drawn record numbers of participants.
The lunch is a wonderful opportunity for the community to come together and celebrate the wonderful wines that we make. This year we've got over 420 people attending and a record number of people as well.
It will soon be safer to walk through the Cessnock CBD with the government to install new pedestrian countdown timers. Just 29 are being installed around New South Wales, with 2 to go in along Vincent Street at the Cooper Street and Hall Street intersections. A countdown timer works by replacing the red flashing symbol on traffic lights with a timer which shows pedestrians how long they have to cross the road.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club Fishing Expo, September 13.
The Newcastle Knights will have their work cut out for them when they meet the Melbourne Storm at Amy Park on Monday night. Coming off the back of their first win in nearly 20 rounds against the Tigers last weekend, the team remain wary of avoiding the bottom of the ladder. Knights young gun Sione Matautia says challenging Melbourne's defence will be high on the side's priority list.
They're the benchmark of the defensive side of the game, and our overall game's got to be on top, and their attack is just as good as well, so we've got to be on our game for 80 minutes this weekend.
Newcastle Hunter Rugby Union and the Hawthorn Club are looking to foster local talent with a new development program beginning next month. The 35-man squad will be selected during the NHRU Finals Series, and those selected will receive extensive training and an opportunity to play against National Rugby Championship development squads. An initial intake of players will be named next week, with additional players selected as their club exits the finals. And Merriweather prop Billy Dunn has copped a 3-game suspension from the NHRU judiciary after pleading guilty to a lifting tackle. That's sport. I'm Emily Crowe.
2NURFM News Time 26 to 7.